A woman in Connecticut sued her own nephew for hugging her at his birthday party. Now, this is an 8-year-old who apparently hugged her too aggressively, and as a result, Connell fell to the ground and broke her wrist. Now, Connell, who claimed the 8-year-old boy was negligent when he jumped in her arms, knocked her down, and broke her wrist, testified last week. The jury made it hard for her, or the injury, I should say, made it hard for her to hold a plate of hors d'oeuvres.
Oh my God, don't do it. Okay. So she's done everything wrong in this case, but there's a twist at the end.
There is a twist.
So hold for the twist.
Yes.
Okay. But I want to dive into some of the details because I love them too much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So she says she comes to his birthday party. That's her 8-year-old nephew. Yeah. And he says, Auntie Jen,
I love you.
And he jumps in her arms and says, Auntie Jen, I love you. And then she falls down, breaks her wrist, is like, well, you owe me. How much? She sued for $127,000. Okay, and then in the case, she turns around and says to the jury, but ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at the New York parties I'm going to, it's hard to hold the hors d'oeuvre plate while I'm at the party. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do any of this. This is a disaster, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like this is the perfect case of an overly litigious society that the U.S. has become. But now the twist.
Yes. So the twist is that she, of course, attempted to get coverage for her wrist surgeries. She's had to have 2 wrist surgeries. She might have to have a 3rd surgery. Her insurance has offered her a whopping $1 in coverage, okay? So she doesn't know what to do. She has no idea what to do. And so according to the report, what she wanted to do is go through the homeowner's insurance. But by law, she can't name homeowner's insurance in the lawsuit. So she has to sue an 8-year-old in order to get the money that she needs for her wrist surgeries.
And this is because of a Connecticut law that says that the homeowner's insurance company could not be named as a defendant.
Yes.
But that's part of the point of homeowner's insurance. Now, look, if you wanted to get into that case, should the homeowner's insurance pay for this? That's a good case. And I don't know which side you'd come out on. I still probably would rule against her, right? Mm-hmm. But you'd have to go through the case. Does the insurance cover it? Does it not cover it? What kind of accidents at the home does the insurance cover? But she's not allowed to make that case. So the only way she can get money for all the surgeries is to sue the person who actually committed the injury, which happens to be her 8-year-old nephew, right?
Yeah.
So they put her in a position to have to do that, right?
Yeah.
And so that law isn't right in the first place.
I feel terrible for all parties here. Like, I want to be angry at her for suing an 8-year-old. Okay, by the way, the jury ruled against her, so she's not getting $127,000.
Oh, it took like 20 minutes. They said one juror was laughing throughout the trial and laughing while they were reading the verdict.
Like wrinkling her nose,
right.
like.
But they don't tell the jurors about the law that says that you have to sue someone in your own family to get the homeowner's insurance if you're visiting your family.
Oh, God,
right?
I feel terrible.
And in the case, her attorney had to claim, in order to try to win the case, that a reasonable 8-year-old under those circumstances would know or should have known that a forceful greeting, such as the one delivered by the defendant to the plaintiff, could cause the harms and losses suffered by the plaintiff. A reasonable 8-year-old should have known that if he hugged his aunt saying, I love you, Auntie Jen, that he could cause serious injury and he should be liable. This is the absurdity that they have forced people into. And then, I don't know if the lawyer intended it or not, but then he ended it by saying she didn't have a choice. Her hand was forced into suing the nephew.